that great 90s TV series Northern Exposure, the main character is Dr. Joel Fleischman, a Jewish New Yorker whose first assignment in medical practice is the remote little town of Sicily, Alaska. The series centers around his ever-reluctant assimilation into the lives and culture of this community and around his inner journey toward coming out of himself and finding a humanity that reaches outward in a service born of love rather than necessity. His secretary, Marilyn, a Native American woman of few words and a lifelong Sicily resident, functions not only as Joel's assistant, but also as his foil, constantly nudging him out of his self-centeredness. When his rambling complaints about his fate become incessant and he is in obvious need of redirection toward doing the right thing for the needs of the community, she waits for a quiet moment to say simply but penetratingly, "It's time." And we too, at First Christian, have heard and heeded those softly insistent words of Marilyn during this special season. Our month-long time of prayer and reflection culminated yesterday, when many of us committed tangibly to living God's truth that it is indeed only the giving that makes us who we are as disciples of Christ and as stewards of First Christian Church. We offered our pledges as humble but proud descendants of those first representatives of God through Christ. And today, as it was then, our offerings are the nuts and bolts of our continued church building. More importantly, we've remembered that such selfless giving is what defines us in Philippians 2 and in the Lord's Prayer, as having the same love, being in full accord and of one mind, and bringing into being thy kingdom and thy will on earth as it is in heaven. Thank you, dear faith community, for your spirit of giving on Stewardship Sunday. May that spirit be with us every day that we share together, and may it now lead us into the field of discipleship. It's time. Have a great week, everyone.